Hey guys, welcome back to Speech and Language with Miss Juliet. Today we're going to jump into a story about springtime. Then we're going to talk about what the weather is like during spring. We're going to answer some story questions, and then we're going to get really good at describing what things we might see in the springtime. All right, let's get started. The story today is called When Spring Comes. It's by Kevin Hanks and it's illustrated by Laura Gronzek. Before spring comes, the trees look like black sticks against the sky. But if you wait, spring will bring leaves and blossoms. If you wait, spring will make the leftover mounds of snow smaller and smaller and smaller until suddenly they're gone. Before spring comes, the grass is brown. But if you wait, spring will turn it green and add little flowers. If you wait, an egg will become a bird. A seed will start growing. Spring comes with sun and it comes with rain and more rain and more rain. Do you like mud? Do you like puddles? I hope you like umbrellas. Before spring comes, the garden is just dirt and empty. But if you wait, spring will push green shoots through the dirt to fill up the garden. And spring will call out the pussy willows and new kittens too. Spring can come quickly or slowly. It changes its mind a lot. But when spring is finally here to stay, you will know it. There will be buds and bees and boots and bubbles. There will be worms and wings and wind and wheels. You will feel it, you will smell it, and you will hear it. When spring is finally here to stay, you might think you are done waiting, but you are not. Now you have to wait for summer. The end. I hope you guys liked that story. Let's talk a little bit more about what the weather is like in spring. We just heard the story, When Spring Comes. Let's talk about some of the vocabulary in the story, and then we'll talk about what happens during spring and what happens before and after spring. All right, you might have seen the kids in the story wearing their raincoats and using an umbrella because it was rainy. You also may have noticed that your snowman in your front yard, if you made one this winter, has started to melt or maybe is completely gone. Brown grass in your yard has hopefully turned to green grass. You've hopefully seen and smelled some flowers, and maybe, just like in the story, you might spy a rabbit. Okay, we know that in spring, the weather is changing. But let's talk about what happens before spring. Before spring, we have winter. In the winter, it's snowy. How do we feel in the winter? We're outside. We feel cold, huh? Good thing we have our jackets. And what do the trees look like in the winter? They are bare. Just like in the story, they look like black sticks against the sky. They have nothing on them. Okay, but now it's springtime. What does springtime look like outside? Oh, it's sunny and rainy. How do we feel when it's sunny? Oh, we feel so nice and warm. And what are the trees doing? They are starting to show blossoms. All right, after spring comes summer. What is the weather like in the summer? It's sunny. It's awesome. How do we feel when we're out in the nice sunshine during summertime? We feel hot. That's why it's fun to go to the pool or cool off in the sprinklers, drink some cold lemonade. And what do the trees look like in the summertime? They are full with leaves. Okay, let's answer some story questions. What season comes before spring? Is it fall, winter, or summer? Touch or say the answer. If you touched or said winter, good job. What season comes after spring? Fall, winter, or summer? Go ahead and touch or say the answer. If you touched or said summer, good job. What happens to snow in the spring? Does it stay the same or does it start to melt? Say or touch what you think the answer is. If you said or touched, it starts to melt, you're right. What grows in the spring? Sunflowers, green grass, or watermelon? Say or touch what you think the answer is. Green grass, that's the answer. What were the kids in the story wearing in the rain? Were they wearing flip-flops? Were they wearing dresses? Or were they wearing their raincoats in the rain? Say or touch the answer. That's right. They were wearing raincoats to protect them from the rain. Where were the kids playing in the story? Were they playing at school? Were they playing at home? Or were they playing in a garden? Say or touch the answer. That's right. They were playing in the garden. All right, let's talk a little bit about what we see in the spring. In the spring, I know I've started to notice the flowers in my garden, the sunshine, people being outside a lot more. Let's find out what else happens.
What do you see in the spring?
Do we see snow in the spring? Sometimes, because we're in Utah and the weather changes a lot, but not usually. Do we see and feel the warm sunshine in the spring? Definitely.
Sunny. Yes. You got it.
How else would we describe spring? What else do we see? Do we see pumpkins in the spring? No, we don't. We see pumpkins in the fall. What about butterflies? Yes, there are butterflies.
Yes. Great job.
Flowers? Absolutely.
Flowers. Yes. Way to go.
What about people playing more sports than usual outside? That's right. Baseball starts in the spring.
Baseball. Yes. Awesome job.
Have you noticed? Have you heard the birds outside a little bit more than usual? Me too. Outside my window, I hear birds chirping.
Birds. Yes. You got it.
What about rain? In the springtime in Utah, we definitely get a lot of rain.
Rain. Yes. That's right.
Is there enough snow left in the springtime to build a snowman? Not really. When we step outside on a rainy day, we might also feel wind.
Windy.
It's windy.
Yes.